now we thought we'd have a little bit of fun and look back at some of the pop culture stories of the year and how those pop culture stories, Jenny, and phenomenon really impacted financial markets, like dollars and cents as a result of some of these things. I'm excited for this because not only are the topics fun, they're things that you see outside of the stock market and financial markets and things that we talk about from a work standpoint, but it blends together.
I know, and rarely would I think that we'd be discussing Barbie or Taylor Swift as much as we have this year. So that's been somewhat incredible, and I do give a lot of shade because I'm like, how much does this actually matter? But it really does, and I also do subscribe to all of the trends. I mean, I saw Barbie, and I did see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour on film in the theaters. So I am, I guess, part of the contributing factors to why these various pop culture icons have seen the success they have this year. But to tell us more now, we'll start things off with all things Barbie, which was one of these debuts that surged as far as attention, and we saw sold out theaters, we saw merchandise. I mean, the list just went on, and the movie was wonderful. So Renita Young, tell us more about some of the impacts we saw in terms of the Barbie release on the overall economy.
Hi Barbie, hi Ken. That was what we heard all year long just about as people geared up for the drop of the Barbie movie in 2023. And this was the highest grossing movie this year, bringing in about $1.4 billion worldwide. And it did see some gains when it came to the merchandise and just overall electricity of this brand. You know, it was a boon for Mattel. Shares were up more than 30% in the lead up to the movie release. And Mattel said Barbie sales grew about 16% or so during the third quarter, and that prompted the company to raise its full year profit outlook, and it now expects holiday sales to rise as well as people go back in and try to get more of the toys of the year. Now, it also marked a milestone for Mattel because it's the first major foray into a broader strategy of using intellectual property to inspire potential blockbuster movies, its own intellectual property. Now, we have to talk about a little bit more. We talked about Swiftonomics. I don't know if there's come a term for Beyonce's economics, but Beyoncenomics. These two ladies contributed a huge measure to the American economy as well. Some reports or estimates say that they each contributed around $4.5 billion to the American economy during the year. And when we look at Taylor Swift, she had a pretty good year with the Eras Tour. It became the first tour in history to gross $1 billion from just 60 shows. And reports estimate that that total impact will actually be between $4.5 billion and $5 billion in the United States. When we look at Beyonce, by the end of the official end of the Renaissance World Tour, she would have contributed about $4.5 billion to the American economy. That's comparable to the economic impact of the 2008 Olympics on Beijing. So these ladies led it, you know. I think I heard a lot of terms this year calling it what? Womanomics or female-nomics, things like that, but it just shows you just how powerful music can be. And it was like the official return of the live concert too. People were out of masks and they were ready to be outside.
I think that's really the key point outside of course, the individuals who kind of pushed this forward, the brands that pushed it forward. But you look at a name like Live Nation Entertainment as a way to kind of reflect on the impact. A really nice 2023 for Live Nation.
Yeah.
But how much do you think this was a reflection, Renita, in both these cases, that there was this willingness to spend on what we've been talking about all year long, which is kind of this shift from maybe goods towards experiences?
Oh, I think it definitely had to do with that, because even in my own personal experience during 2023, I opted for more experiences over necessarily things, you know. I think people are a lot more conscientious of that. They want to live life. And these two concert series, they really struck a good balance between the celebrity of the particular artists and then people's desire to get out of the house, create lasting memories that, of course, they could take photos for on the gram.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, and it's been truly amazing to watch, Renita, as far as like the willingness of people to spend. I mean, Taylor Swift in particular, the Eras Tour concert tickets ranged from like $200 to thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
and people were just willing to shell that out. I mean, even getting a nod from the Philadelphia Fed, who said that her visit into their zone was one that actually impacted tourism, hotels, and they saw everything sold out. So it's just been phenomenal to watch that power of the consumer, and of course, like you said, the power of the woman this year.
Absolutely. And for both women, I saw people crossing country lines, crossing oceans, just to see them for a second time in a different country. So you're absolutely right. They both contributed in a big way to the global economy this year.
You know, another thing too that I guess Jenny sort of alluded to, but Taylor Swift kind of blended between these two. Taylor Swift's tour was in the movie theaters as well,
Yeah.
leading to more sellouts there. It was like anywhere that Taylor Swift went, just avoid that area if you didn't want to be around a lot of people, because it was almost guaranteed to be wall-to-wall people if you were anywhere near Taylor Swift anything.
Absolutely.
And her impact on like the NFL, and I know we can't exactly say causation, but the time she's attended these games, we actually saw one of the games when she went to the Chiefs versus the Jets game, 27 million viewers, which was the most since the last Super Bowl.
Yeah, that is huge. The impact stretches into sports. Who knows where it'll pop up next?
I know, because now just the international leg of the tour is just getting started, but it's been a fun story to watch, of course, all year long, and Barbie has also been fun to talk about, as I do think it brings us both back to our childhoods, but we will leave it there. Really great breakdown on how some of these pop culture trends have, of course, impacted this year. Renita Young, Senior Markets Correspondent.